Hey gamers, today we're going to look at Tenpenny Parks. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is extremely simple. What you're going to do is shuffle all these ride cards based on their color here, put them anywhere you want to, but then the carousel is going to rotate to the +2 wherever that yellow deck is, and that's where you'll start that. You have a little extra man right here. You'll have your markers on these 3 tracks here. You'll have the round marker right there. You'll put money over here where the bank is. You'll put these real estate tiles where the realtor is. You'll put trees where the arbiter is. And then, of course, you'll shuffle and put out these little concession stands here. You will have as many as there are players in the game ×2. So in a 3-player game, there'd be 6. In a 4-player game, there'd be 8, and so on and so forth. Each player is going to get their own little player board. There's the generic board that everyone has. Or flip it around, everyone has a different type board with different symbols on it. What you're going to do is you're going to fill these little spots here with trees. So that's what I've done on this one. I've put these little trees here facing down so you can see it. You'll have all your rides over to the side. Rides match the colors of the cards. And you'll have victory points somewhere over to the side too. They come in 5 and 1. Everyone will start the game with $7. And first person will get a little shovel, 3 meeples, and they're ready to go to the races. Now this game is extremely simple. First step you're going to take, they give you a little player aid here that even tells you how final scoring goes. But the first step is the income phase, and that's where everyone gets $3 plus whatever money they've made off rides or concessions. Now the only deck here that gives you money is the yellow deck, and as you see here, this is the cost you have to pay. This is the victory points that it will come with, but this is the income you'll get at the first of every round. So if I had this card, I get $3 plus $3, so I get 6. The only other way to get money in the game is if you buy one of these little concessions that also come with some money at the bottom here. You see this little hot dog stand comes with $2 extra. So again, if I had this one plus this, that'd be $5 plus $3 I always get at the beginning of each round. So I would get a total of $8. That's how you can generate income in the game. After that, then you're going to go to the action phase. You're going to take your workers, and one by one, all the players are going to be placing them on the board. Now, the one place you can play is on the carousel. It's only 1 meeple per area, so another person couldn't come here and buy on that blue stack. It's just me. And what you're going to pay, of course, is the cost of the left-hand side plus or minus whatever the Ferris wheel says. So, I mean, the little merry-go-round. It says here it's -2. So -2, 3, that'd be $1. All I'd have to pay to get that. Then I'd get Maelstrom here. And it even tells me, hey, there's some things for ads, which I'll get to in a minute, but it tells me what the shape is of that ride. So here it is. Here's the Maelstrom, all right? And I can place it on my board. Placement goes like this. I cannot place over any trees. So if I had trees right here, I couldn't place the Maelstrom over it. I have to place it in an empty area. Any of these spaces I cover up, I can go up on any of these tracks or any 2 tracks of my choice or get $2 if I put it right in there. The only other rule about placement though is you cannot place where it's touching another ride. So for instance, let's say I had this yellow one here. I could not place it straight flat against that edge. I can have the corners touch and that's fine, but I can't place on trees or be flat up against another ride or whatever. Those are the rules for placement. Now once you've placed it, it can't be moved on your board for the rest of the game. The other actions you can take on the board are here on these 4 corners. So for instance, if I go to the banker, I can get $2. Easy as that. And this isn't blocked to 1 player, so a bunch of players could get this. You could do it again if you wanted to get $4 for that round, whatever you wanted. Another place you can go is to the realtor. You pay $3, you get to pick one of these 2. The only difference is where the trees are located. The trees are located differently on each tile. But anyway, you're going to take one of these and attach it to either side of your player board. It basically gives you more room to add more attractions. Once you do that, you'll grab enough for the trees and place those trees down in those areas too. But that's how you can expand your little park area. Another thing you can do is go over here and grab one of these attractions here. Of course, I told you what the hot dog stand does. It gives you $2, but there are other ones too that give you maybe $1 and let you go up on the star for 1 turn. Or this one lets you go up the tracks of Heart and Lightning, okay? And these are free, so you just put them on there. And again, same rules apply. It can't go flat against another attraction, but the caddy corners can touch. And you can grab as many of those as you have, players. Other thing over here is the arbiter, and that will kind of like saw down 2 trees on your player board. So you can take 2 trees and get them out of there. And again, just like the other one, you can keep playing other ones here if you just want to keep taking out trees and opening up more space in your park area. Now, after everyone's done the action step, then they're going to do the bonus step. And what they're going to do is they're going to get bonuses for whoever is ahead on any of these tracks. So let's say this is what everything looked like at the end of one of the rounds. Then you have to, first player in each one of these have to make a decision. In a case of a tie, whoever is on top will be first player. They can either get 1 victory point for being first player. Second place would get 1 victory point too if it's a 3 or 4 player game. But they either get 1 victory point for being first, or they have a choice. On this blue track, they can instead move back 1 and grab this extra man. So now they'll have 4 actions in the next round. On the yellow track, they can move back 1 and claim the first player shovel. And here, if they move back 1, they can grab 3 extra bucks from the bank. Money's tight, so all 3 of these are actually worth doing. Now, of course, it's the player's choice. They may just stay there for the extra victory point. That's fine. Once you've solved that, then you go to the advertising step. And if you notice on a lot of these rides here, and I'm going to show you here, it says, hey, you can spend money. Spend $4 for 3 victory points or $1 for 1 victory point. Now, you can only do these once each. So I can only spend a total of $5. I couldn't spend like $4 here and get 4 victory points. I can only do each one of these once or just one or the other, whatever I wanted. And then that's where you can buy some victory points midway through the game. After the advertising step, then we have the cleanup phase. That's where you refresh the concession stands. You'll wipe the board, put out new ones there, take all the players back here, and you'll move the round marker, of course, and first player gets to move the carousel anywhere they want to. So maybe they want to position it there, and then you're ready to go. You do this for 5 rounds. After that, it goes to the final scoring phase. Forgot to mention gold cards. You basically start off with 3 in your hand. You pick 2 of them, and those are the 2 goals you're trying to achieve at the end of the game to get those victory points. After that, you add up all your attraction values. Of course, values are right over here to the right-hand corner there. Then you're going to look on the emotion tracks here. If anyone has made it to the 8th space on any of these, they will get 5 victory points like this says here. Now, it doesn't say 8th place here, but it does on your little player aid. Then after that, depending on how many of these attractions you've bought throughout the game, if you've bought 6 or 7, you'll get 5 victory points. If you have 8 or more, you'll get 10 victory points instead. And then you'll add up all your victory points. Whoever has the most victory points is the winner. Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? Well, my friend Bernardo from Tabletop Island saw this game and said, Matt, I think this game is right up your alley. And even though he didn't play board games anymore, I checked it out and he was right. This game is right up my alley. I love the artwork. I love the pieces. The gameplay is so much fun that by the time we started playing this game, we were all looking at each other going, yeah, we were really into it. Fantastic game. A lot of replayability. I don't know what the best strategy is. We all had different strategies. It was a very close game. I think 2 points separated us. 2 or 3 points every time we played separated first and second player, and there was one game where everyone was just a few points behind the other person because there's so many different strategies in this game. Getting that 4th extra player is big. All the tracks are big because you want to go first, you want to get that extra action, and you want to have money. You need money. Money is so tight in this game. It is wonderful. I love moving around the carousel. That's big deal for being first player too, is you get to set the prices of everything. And wow, then those extra bonus cards, you could have some that say, hey, clear off the most trees or X amount of trees. So you're clearing out trees just to get those extra victory points. This is a fun game. Definitely worth my time. In fact, even though I haven't made my top 100 yet, this I think is going to make it. This is that good of a game. It is a top 100 game for me. Awesome game. I can highly recommend it. All right, gamers, that's it for now. Until next time, you know what to do. Game on!